Hudson's Bay. The saga of the great Hudson's Bay Fur Company. And of the bold men who traveled an untrekked wilderness. From Labrador to Spanish California. From Minnesota to Russian Alaska. Starring Barry Nelson as Jonathan Banner, with Pedro Gonzalez as Pepe Falcon. Rupert's Land, 1.5 million square miles of wilderness which for 150 years had yielded a bounty undreamed of by the Hudson's Bay Company founders. Now in 1820, the trapping streams were becoming exhausted. Hudson's Bay pushed farther west to the untrapped riches of the Blackfoot country.
Their keelboat was found drifting on Lake Winnipeg. This is all that was found aboard. Hannaford. He was one of my most valuable factors. But he was certain he could negotiate a treaty with the Blackfeet.
And you let him go into that country, Governor Fitzrogers.
I had no choice, Mr. Banner. In the past 150 years, the company's extended its trading posts all the way from headquarters here at York Factory, east to Labrador, northwest to the Great Barrens and Russian America, south to the Spanish lands of California. But always we've been driven out of the richest trapping grounds of all, the Blackfoot country. Now the company must find a way of opening that territory.
By sending in men to be slaughtered?
I think you know me better than that, Mr. Banner.
I'm sorry. Hannaford was a good friend.
To all of us, sir. But the fact remains we're taking less and less peltry each season. There's a rumor in London that the Crown may rescind the company's charter.
I have no interest in court politics, Governor.
Nor have I, sir. Except when they affect the men and women who've spent their lives opening this wilderness to trade.
You're determined, then, to push into Blackfoot country.
I have a letter here from our factor at St. Boniface. Ogilvy? Factor Ogilvy has managed his post well, Mr. Banner. He asks permission to lead a company of trappers into Blackfoot country. He has reason to believe that he can negotiate a treaty.
Does he say how?
Yes. But I'm going to let him and Father Carreau tell you that themselves.
Father Carreau?
The missionary at St. Boniface. You'll go there as my deputy with full authority to approve or disapprove their scheme. You'll start immediately.
Well, now, when you...
Here's your letter of commission, Mr. Banner. That's all. Well, Banner.
Sir?
Once again, I'm relying on your judgment as chief trader for Hudson's Bay.
I'll do my best, sir.
No, no lo niego, me crucé bajo del puente, he venido de Estados Unidos en busca de mi prietita, me agarró la inmigración.
Pepe, is this the way you watch our canoe and supplies?
Señor, it's for our welfare. I approach you, señorita.
For our welfare.
Si, señor, we have been in the woods for many weeks. The church are crying for soap and water.
So are we, for that matter.
Señor, notice what a gentle way that señorita has with the shirt. I would trust her with my mother's lace.
Leave her your shirt, then. If she can beat it clean by the time we get back, I'll pay.
Back, señor? Where do we come back from?
Blackfoot country.
Black... Ay, Dios.
I'm in a hurry.
Well, then don't wait for me. I have too much to confess. I will follow you tomorrow the next day, I think.
Well, you can make your peace with Father Carreau when we get to St. Boniface. And I'll ask him to give you a light penance. There won't be time for what you really deserve.
But, senor...
20 days from York House to St. Boniface, traveling by canoe across the placid lakes and up the broad rivers until they shrunk into treacherous little streams. Then over the mountain ranges to find the streams which fed the waterways to the southwest. It was a wild country, desolate and magnificent.
Banner. You come with the governor's authority.
That's right, Factor Ogilvy.
You hear that, lad? We'll start for Blackfoot country tomorrow sunrise. You'll be trapping fresh streams with more fur animals than you can carry in.
Enough to get us out of your debt, Ogilvy?
I'll wager the best flintlock in my stores on it.
Well, that's warrant enough for me.
Aye.
Just a minute, men. I come with the governor's authority to approve or disapprove your expedition.
You have the authority. Why, this is an outrage. You sent out here to lord it over us.
Welcome, Mr. Banner. Hello, Father Carroll.
Look at this. The governor's answer to us.
Factor Ogilvy, should we not invite our guests to eat and rest before we discuss our plans?
Aye. We've a meal prepared for you, Banner. The girl here saw you coming this morning from yonder mountaintop.
I'll take that.
Let her take it, Mr. Banner. She has been taught to serve others. Her name is Soft Snow. She will see to your comforts while you are here. Welcome, Pepe. It has been a long time.
Si, padre. Too long, I think.
Look here, Banner. You rub my fur the wrong way, and I'll no deny it. But I can't say I've ever known you to be unfair in your dealings for the company. Stubborn, yes. Hard-headed, yes, but never unfair.
Well, that's high praise coming from you, Factor Ogilvy.
I've no mind to praise you. I'm just speaking out plain in front of the company here. And I ask you not to let our personal differences color your decision.
You have my word on that. Now, tell me, why do you think that you can negotiate a trapping treaty with the Blackfeet where men like Hannaford and others have failed?
Tell him, Father Corot.
Our party will have safe conduct to the Blackfeet war chiefs, Mr. Banner.
Aye. And when them savages see the rifles and the beads I'll lay out, they'll sign the treaty or my name isn't Duncan Ogilvy.
You said safe conduct, Father. Now, who can guarantee safe conduct in Blackfoot country? Come in, Thomas.
Mr. Banner, this is Thomas Manylances.
A pure-blooded Blackfoot.
No need to feel uneasy, Thomas. Mr. Banner comes as a friend. He is acting for the white governor.
And he wants to know why you're willing to take us to your chiefs.
Go on. Tell him, Thomas.
I've learned many things from Father Corot. The Indian can no longer live by the old ways. The white man is strong. Too strong for the Indian to resist him. The Indian must learn the ways of the white man. He must learn the skills of the farmer, the trapper, the trader. He must become a brother to the white man.
Well said, Thomas. Thomas and his sister have been in my care since childhood, Mr. Banner. They have been a great source of comfort to me, even though Soft Snow would rather daydream than study her catechism.
Thomas, why do you think you'll be able to convince your people to follow the white man's ways?
Because there is no other way except to die. My people love their children and their lands. My people want peace.
There's your answer, Banner.
With a guarantee of safe conduct. Enough beaver waiting for us for all the hats in Christendom. Now, do we go, man?
Well, Banner?
I'd like to sleep on it. Your servant, Father. Ogilvy, gentlemen.
Knew it. You keep us hanging here by our thumbs till doomsday.
Well, I say we go, permission or not.
In God's time, and with the proper authority, we will go.
You know, senor, once I had a cousin, a very nice man, always trying to help other people. You know, one day he saw a poor fool who was going to kill himself. My cousin, he tried to stop him. There was a struggle. The pistola went off and killed the poor fool.
That's too bad.
Too bad for my cousin, see? They hanged him for murder. Well, senor, anyway, it was a lesson. But I tell you, senor, to help fools is always dangerous.
Your friend's got sense, Banner.
Johnny Cake. Nipper, how are you? Nipper, it's good to see you. I thought your master had retired.
Oh, man goes to seed living on a pension. Got the company to put me back to work. Too old to trap a trade, they said. So they made me horse tender for the post.
Well, it's good to see you again, Johnny Cake.
Now, you listen to me, Banner. Ogilvy and the others are fools.
Now, if you know anything about that Indian, tell me.
I'll say just this much. He's been taught well, but he's still a Blackfoot.
That's not all you know about him, Johnny Cake. How did Many Lances and his sister come to be wards of the priest?
Their father was killed by a renegade wife. The priest found them abandoned, half-starved on the trail.
Was Many Lances old enough to remember?
All enough to remember and carry a grudge.
I'll have a talk with Father Crow in the morning.
I hurry up with those
Can I use that?
It's a card game.
Just poor luck I've got. There we are.
Up to you. What's wrong? What's wrong?
He's only an old hooty owl. Blast him. Chasing after hooties this time of night. Nipper, where are you? Nipper! Nipper! Nipper!
What's the meaning of this, Banner? Who fired that shot?
It's Johnny Cake. He's been knifed.
Oh, so that's it. Johnny Cake was protecting her from you. Speak up, girl. You've nothing to fear from him now. He came for you, didn't he?
Hey, come on, girl. Speak up and give us the truth.
Now, let her be. We know the truth. Not that way, Thomas. We've a rope for the likes of Mr. Banner after we've tried him legal and proper.
On what authority?
On our own authority.
So use your head. The girl's obviously hiding something.
Aye, her shame at being touched by the likes of you. Every man here saw the way you looked at her today when she carried your pack. Tie him up and lock him up in the storeroom.
father?
He's unconscious and he's lost much blood, but he will live, praise the good Lord.
You hear that, Falcon? Johnny Cake will live to tell the truth and see your partner hanged.
But, Senor Banner, he couldn't do a thing like that.
Yeah.
Thomas, when Johnny Cake tells what really happened...
Go to the stable. Pick 3 good horses. Wait for me in the woods.
3 horses?
If I cannot lead the whites out of here, I'll make them follow me.
Thomas, it is not too late. If we go to Father Carroll and ask his forgiveness...
And grovel at his feet. Never. The white man will pay for his trapping treaty with blood. I will become rich and powerful like the white governor of Hudson's Bay.
Thomas.
The day I saw my father's blood spilled, I knew how our gods had chosen me to counsel and lead our people. They will listen to Thomas Many Lances, for he has been taught well by the white man. Go.
They're headed for Blackfoot country. There's no mistaking the track. We found this.
Father Corroz, bring Mr. Banner out here. Untie him. We've done you a grave injustice, Mr. Banner, and I ask your pardon.
We want your authority to go into Blackfoot country after them cutthroats.
To what purpose?
To rescue Father Carroll, man.
Just what Many Lances wants, to lead you into an ambush.
But we can't just sit still while those bloodthirsty animals murder the priest.
Well, Senor, we do not know that the Padre is still alive.
What kind of a jellyfish are you? Have you no backbone?
We've enough sense to recognize a trap when it's baited.
You'd have us abandon the priest, Mr. Banner?
No. No, each man will take double rations and ammunition, and I warn you, the first man who disobeys my orders will be shot. With 2 scouts out ahead, we trailed them deep into Blackfoot country and never saw a living soul. But always their tracks were visible, too visible. And every day they enticed us further on.
They're close ahead. We're moving too slow. We've a man's life to save, Banner.
Look, if Father Crow is still alive, we're not going to help him by rushing into their ambush.
Look. Strange. Our scouts never reported their signals. What do you make of it, Banner?
Wait here, all of you.
Happy?
More delay. I'm for riding on.
Cut him down, senor.
No. I want Ogilvy and Boggs to see this. Come on.
It's Father Carroll. They've set him free. Go. Lord bless him.
the Mexican are not among the dead.
I'm waiting, many lances. Let's see if you can kill an enemy face to face.
The tongue is reckless, Banner, but it will not save your life.
Then order your warriors to kill me, since it's plain that you don't have the courage. Your friends mean to test their brave new leader.
You're a fool, Banner. So you'll die like a fool.
One by one, the warriors rode in, discarding their booty like trash onto Many Lance's body. A Blackfoot display of scorn.
Go to your people, Soft Snow, and tell them that Father Carreau taught forgiveness. Say to them that other white trappers will come back and make a treaty of peace, and that what has happened today will be forgotten.
I nearly give you a close shave, Senor Johnny.
Some joke.
Ah, senor, a letter for you.
Get your gear. We're moving out.
But, Senor Johnny, my shirt, senor. I need my shirt.
Come on, Pepe. Company business on the big river.
What a company. They make you shave every day, but never give time to get a shirt washed.